What are your 3 power words for yourself and for how you navigate your relationships? It's an interesting concept. So the other day, I was revising the mission statement and the vision statement for my company. So I was on Google, because you know Google has all kind of information. And I found it, wow, amazing. There are lists of power words for customer service, for motivation, for presentations, to elicit a type of emotion in another person with your writing. I mean, there must have been 15 things on a list of power words, different lists for power words to create a certain emotion or emote a certain emotion and feeling in another person. Incredible. So it got me thinking about, what are the 3 power words that you and I have for ourselves, and how we navigate ourselves in the world, how we hold ourselves accountable and reliable to our own 3 power words, so we can actually respond out in the world instead of being defensive and reactive. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi, welcome back. For you guys that it's your first time, hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm a transformational life coach. I love helping people connect to who they are. Sometimes they need a little bit of help in gaining self-confidence. So we learn a couple of tools and techniques that allow them to be able to gain their self-worth by addressing the challenges of their past or their present moment, and then moving forward to create their own life just the way they want it. So if you love what you're hearing, I have a favorite quote, and it's by Maya Angelou, that when you know better, you do better. This platform radiates that, because here you will find a wealth of videos that are basically like free coaching, and they're here for you, so that as I've learned to do better, and as I've created an incredible platform for you and for my clients, that they get to know better and do better, that wealth of experience is here for you. It's my gift for you, and it's free. If you find that when you're going through all of these great videos that you want to go a little further, connect with me. You can always find me at hello@vanessaleecurley.com, which is my email. And you can go to my website, where again, it's vanessaleecurley.com, and you will find a wealth of information and connect, because I'm always here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So now, let's get to it. What are your 3 power words? Have you thought about it? When I was going through the list, there are words like honesty and trust and excellent and things like that. And I found it interesting, because when I got to a power word list for customer service, I don't know about you, but I'm sure that we're very similar, that when you experience amazing, excellent customer service, that it just makes you feel so good. It makes you want to come back to that place or that site online, because you received such great customer service. It elicits a good response from you, a sense of loyalty, the fact that you can really trust upon that if something goes wrong with the product or services of which you have purchased, that you can trust that the company will do what they say. And do you know what? All of that goes back to a company's mission statement and vision statement. It is the backbone for how the company founder and all of its employees navigate the space of the company, representing what it says, feeling that, and expressing that in everything that they do, with every client, when they provide customer service, the way that they navigate their social media platforms, the way that they navigate themselves every day in the space of humanity. That's a big scope, right? When you bring that down to just you and me, have you thought about, are you also creating that for yourself? Do you have one, two, or three three power words that you use to be able to hold yourself accountable and hold yourself responsible, connect to whatever is in front of you, be able to solve it and move forward with great ease and confidence and peace? Okay. So, in relationships, I personally believe that there's 2 feet around us, complete circle, up and down all around, that we're completely responsible for, responsible and accountable for. And the person, place, or thing that is before you also has 2 feet of space of which they're accountable and responsible for. The interesting thing is the space between the 2 of us. If you come in all hot and bothered, it comes across as disrespectful and the person in front of you shuts down. If you come in open, ready to connect and ready to grow from any type of experience, you develop that space for the other person. It's the same thing with your 3 power words. For example, trust, loyalty, and kindness. Individually, big words, but collectively, it brings out a whole other level of authenticity, not only to yourself, but in how you do it. Because think about it, each and every one of us want the people with whom we communicate to trust us. Most importantly, do you trust you? Because if you don't trust you, how is the person in front of you going to trust you? I know. And if you take the second power word of loyalty, we all want the people that we love and the people that we are with us and we deal with every day, whether it's personal, whether it's colleagues, whether it's just a stranger in the street, right? There's a certain level of action that comes with being loyal. And we have an expectation of how others are to be loyal to us. However, are you loyal to yourself? And in the simplest little most broken down step, think about it like this. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, do you do it? Because if you don't, then you're not being loyal, which creates distrust. Do you see how it works? So if you tell yourself, I'm going to work out 4 days a week, every week, no matter what. If you're not doing it, then you're not being loyal to the word that you committed for yourself. And then by default, you end up creating distrust and harmony within you. Can you see how that works? If you bring in the third power word, like kindness, it's also a really big action word. Because in order to elicit kindness from others, you also have to give kindness. So, are you being kind to yourself? Are you being easy? Are you being soft? Are you holding yourself accountable? But if you don't fulfill it, do you forgive yourself and move on? And then, do your best to just do it? So when you think about trust, you think about loyalty, and you think about kindness, the way that you and I are with our own personal self tells the world how we will come out and respond and how we are with them. So I want you to think about little activity, because I love activities. Do a little activity for yourself and just think about it. When you go to a store, just think about it in your brain. When you go to a store and you receive, again, incredible customer service, it makes you feel good, right? Like you're like, oh my God, I love this company. I love what they stand for. And I will use their products, even if they're a little more expensive, because I believe in their message. Focus on what is the message that you want to create for yourself. What are those 1, 2, or 3 power words that you can use for yourself? Because the thing is, which I completely trust in this, in the fact that when you navigate yourself out in that world and you hold yourself to those words like trust, for example, and loyalty and kindness, every time you're out and something happens where somebody ticks you off or there's a situation which has such disharmony with yourself, you can always go back to the 3 deep breaths, as I always use here in this platform, and get centered and figure out with those example power words, trust, loyalty, and kindness to yourself. And those negative thoughts start spewing up around you, you just breathe and let them go by. And then ask yourself, are you being in full alignment with trust, loyalty, and kindness to yourself and how you respond to the other person? Because you are also giving them that space to do the same and respond in kind. I trust this information serves you well. It is a valuable resource when we are accountable and responsible to ourselves, and especially in how we go out and present ourselves as we navigate our immediate environment and the way that we are in the world. Let me know how the idea of creating 3 power words for yourself, almost like a company, because you are like your own company and your own person, right? Self-care, how you care for yourself, how you use your words to be able to create your life, how the way that you engage with others, the way that most importantly, that you engage with yourself. Take this video, share it with all your friends, because we all need these types of words of encouragement and little tools to be able to do better and be better, because that's exactly what this platform is all about. And I always have a blog every single week that comes out on Tuesday, and every Thursday I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, when we value ourselves, we value each other. Take care.